I have a check engine light on a 2006 Chevy Malibu 3.5 liter Maxx LT, and I scanned it with the Tech 2, and I have a P0445, which is a large EVAP leak, and a P0449, which is the canister vents solenoid. Something's wrong with the circuitry to it. Since we have to pull the possibly pull the gas tank, I want to check everything else first to make sure that it's not something simple. So this is the wiring. This is the wiring for the solenoid, and here it is, the EVAP emissions canister vent solenoid, and that's what I'm getting the error. So going by the errors that I'm getting, there's a potential that it's the EVAP canister vent solenoid. I'm getting a large leak, and then I'm also getting something wrong with the circuit for the vent solenoid, P0455 and 449. And so I want to eliminate everything else before I drop the tank, because it's a lot of yeah, if I have to do it, I have to do it. But so what I'm going to do is there's almost everything in a car nowadays that has a car computer, whether it's the windows, the door locks, the hood latch, if it's electric release, or anything, all the solenoids in the car, in the engine compartment, they all have 12 volts supplied to them. This B plus right here at the top, they have B plus 5 volts supplied directly to one end of the solenoid, and then the car computer down here, the PCM, which is the dotted line down here, is the PCM. This picks that and it connects it to ground. So what we're going to do first is we're going to check this fuse right here, and this fuse, it's called emissions 2. If you look in any of the fuse, the fuse, I guess, blocks, you know, there's 3 of them in the car. There's one under the hood, one in the center console on the floor, and then there's one in the cargo compartment. This is a Maxx, which is it's like a little kind of a station wagon hatchback. So back in the back on the left side, or the driver's side, there's a compartment with the fuses in it, and it says emissions 1, and that's what this is. And this is for the EVAP vent. So we're gonna pull the fuse, make sure the fuse is good, and then we're gonna connect up a test light to make sure the light comes on, and then we're gonna go and I think it's what is it, C0413. So that's a connector. So you can see here that C4, this is a pin, and this is a socket. So, and this is a pin. This is on the solenoid. This is up under the gas tank. But this connector here, C413, the pin is cut to B plus on it, and the socket of C413, the other half, is goes to the solenoid. And then likewise on the B, there's an A and B. Well, it's a 10 pins. Okay, let's see, that'd be 10. Yeah, so so the B here is that's the white, and that's a socket that's going to the solenoid, and then the white pin is coming from the PCM. So both your pin sockets, or your action sockets, they're the ones that are going to be activating the solenoid. One's that has 12 volts, and like I said, the 12 volts is always applied. And then B is white, and red. A is red and white. So red and white's hot, and then the white is what the PCM, or the car computer, connects to ground to activate the solenoid. So both your pins are one's coming from the B plus, and the other's coming from the car computer. So there's a fuse in here. It's this 10 amp fuse. It's the emissions 2 fuse, which is for the vent, the canister vent, and it's this fuse. Oh, what's that? It's this fuse right. Let's see it. It's this fuse right here. It's right below number 30 relay, which is on my car is not used. It's number 5 fuse. So I want to make sure at least I'm getting the 12 volts. One side of that fuse should be 12 volts. So yeah, so it's leading up. So the one side is 12 volts. This is connector C0413. They call it the fuel sender harness because it also is for the fuel pump and the pressure sensor for the fuel tank. But what we're interested in right now is the canister vent solenoid. So the connector on the left, that's the socket, the female, and that's the one that has a tab, the release tab. And the one to the right is the male that has the pins. This is what the connectors look like, and I don't know, this is, I think this might be looking from like the driver's side. I mean, the charcoal canister is closest to the right side, by the filler neck and everything. So I would think that they would have it on that side, but this is apparently like looking from the driver's side. And you can see one, which is C403. Excuse me. And that's going back to your wheel speed sensors. And what we want to focus in on is 2, which is C413, which is that one right there. And that's your charcoal canister, right? This right here. So C413 is this connector right here. With my Tech 2, I can command the vent solenoid on and off, and later on I'll do it down by the car, and you should hear a click, but you don't hear that, so there's definitely something wrong. So this is C413, So this is the main line. It's coming in. This is the main line right here. It's coming in, and this connects to the speed sensor, and then this goes off to this, which is C0413. I've also disconnected it from the frame mount, and see, it goes up there. See, there it is, where it goes up to the top of the fuel tank. So I'm probably going to make a two-part video. I'm probably going to show, I'm going to test for the 12 volts, and then I'm going to test for the scan tool signal, trying to open the vent valve. Like I said, I'm not hearing a clicking or anything. You have to push down on this and pull them both apart. Like that. So they're both pulled apart. So this is the one of interest. It goes up to the top. I think it's like also the probably like the pressure sensor and the fuel pump and something like that. So this is the so we need to check that we're getting a 12 volts, and then we gotta check to make sure we're getting the signal. I'm probably gonna have to back probe this. I tried doing it with the connectors disconnected, but what happens is I get a DTC for the fuel pump. So these are it looks like it's a flat connector, and I think this is actually the female connector. Let's see if I can see what the inside the other let's see if I can see inside the other. Oh yeah, see, that's got, so that's the male connector. So I have to find a pin, something like that fits. Like this. That's too big, I think. That might be just right. Let's see, there's one more. Where is it? This is what I have for the to put in the the connectors. Where they actually, where actually the pins go in. It's got a, different pins on test leads. But the thing is, they only give you one. A lot of times you need two, I guess the kit would be really big if it would be twice the size if they gave you two of everything. Then I bought a kit like this on Amazon. I think it was only like 12 bucks. And it's got all the different pins. You can make up your own test leads now. All I need is a section of wire, some shrink tube, and I already have the banana plugs, female banana plugs. But if you don't have a test leads that accepts a screw on, but it screws on the end of the test. Let's see, how am I trying to say this? It's like a regular test lead, and then you screw the adapter on it's like a male banana plug that fits into the female banana plug for the test lead. If you don't have that, you could just, you could put a alligator clip on the end. There's a lot of different ways you can implement that. It also comes with these are to push the pins out again, and a lot of the connectors, different car connectors. And it also has a pair of tweezers. But it has all the different just about everything for every car, so I can make them for all the cars that I have. I can make test leads. And that kit that I bought that Wake on, that was expensive. That was like 30 bucks or something. I mean, it's specialized car stuff like that's expensive. Yeah, if you can make it your own, you can save a lot. Plus, you have all these pins and everything. If you ever break a pin or whatever, and it's got the weather packs too. Okay, here's the other one. I don't know if that's flat. Yeah, it is. I think I'm gonna try this one first. See, and then they fit on the end of the probe. They got a screw thread. So I found one that fit. Ever want to jam something in there that's not the right size? Because if you spread them apart too far, that's just as bad as back probing. It's probably even worse. So here we are back under the car, and here's that connector, and the A and B is the top right two connectors. A is the farthest right, and as it's showed in the schematic, the red and white was the red and white was the battery voltage, and then the white was the control. I just have the leads in backwards because I can't find the red test lead with the that will accept the banana plug. So I just have them plugged in backwards. But as I suspected, I'm getting 12 volts. Wait a minute. So that's good. So the red is the 12 volts that goes to the solenoid, and then the white wire is what the DCM picks and connects to ground. So I gotta back probe that, and there's this just unsnaps either side. Just get a little pick and pull it up. That was just tape. I just pulled back. I don't like back probing, but there's no other way. So I'm getting 12 volts on the ground line, or the signal ground line to the ECM, and even with the ignition off and with the ignition on, it's still 12 volts. So I connected up the incoming connector to the low ground that goes to the ECM, and there's not 12 volts on it. So more than likely it's coming from, when I had it plugged in, I was getting 12 volts by doing a probing the connector. The 12 volts is coming from the B+ rail through the fuse and all the way down to connector, so that's good. Right now what I'm doing is I'm trying to remove this lockdown for the pins, and I'm catching this right on the, and prying this up, going side to side, and the cast's about 2/3 of the way up. What I'm going to do is try and push that push the low ground that goes to the ECM, that the ECM picks to to energize the PC, the solenoid, and I'm going to push it out, and then I'm going to connect a test light or the voltometer to it, and see if I can turn the test light on with the scan tool. So I got the cap out, and I don't know if you can see this or not. But see right below the top row to the top row, there's like a little plastic tab. That's what holds the pin in. See, like you have the pin at the top, then there's those two, looks like legs sticking down, and then below that there's like a little pin, little plastic piece of plastic. You got to push that down to release the pin. What I found was when I was trying to pull out the wire, I had my finger and my thumb, and I was releasing the lock tab, and the wire is broken inside. It came out of the wiring harness like that. So that could be what's wrong with it. So there's the two broken wires. Well, it's fixed, and that's what it was a broken wire. And you can hear this. You can hear the solenoid when I. You can hear the solenoid when I. Hear it? Oh, wait a minute. You can hear the solenoid now clicking on and off. So it's on now. So we're going to turn it off. And then on. Then off. And then on. And then off. And I said I was going to let you hear the purge valve, and it's pretty much the same thing, but it goes like that. It's like a duty cycle, and you can change the duty cycle of it. So that's it. Finished. All I have to do is solder the two wires together and put some shrink tape. Everybody's seen that before. And then I have to reconnect the connectors to the frame too. Over and out. Bye.